The Perry County Sheriff's Office is updating the public on its crime response last year. A report shows a total of 625 people were booked into the Perry County Jail in 2024.
12 News' Brandon Rain spoke with Sheriff Jacob Gardner, who says crime rates are actually down.
2024 was a busy year for the Perry County Sheriff's Office. Deputies responded to more than 8,000 calls. 119 of those calls were for domestic abuse.
We get quite a few calls for domestic violence. Lots of times on the weekends. Alcohol or drugs are sometimes involved. It just depends.
At the beginning of 2024, more than 40% of arrests were drug-related, with 74 felony drug charges. But Sheriff Jacob Gardner says those arrests dwindled in the second half of the year.
We tried to take a lot of drugs off the street right after we come in office, and the guys were real proactive, and it just worked out that way this time, but I think we knocked it in it.
Gardner says tackling drug abuse has helped lower the number of domestic abuse arrests. The department is also seeing fewer offenses of grand larceny and theft.
We've had a lot less theft calls here recently. That slowed down a lot. And suspicious vehicles and persons calls, that slowed down quite a bit.
When Gardner first became sheriff last spring, one of his main goals was to hire more deputies and then better train them on how to de-escalate crime. He says that has been key in keeping criminals off the street.
I've got a good group of deputies and narcotics officers that work for me. They're very proactive. They're riding around out in the communities, patrolling, looking for things out of the ordinary. In the narcotics division, they're working real hard. And the investigators, I've got a couple of investigators that work very hard, and they building the cases, and we're having to prosecute it.
There were 42 sex crimes and crimes against children and vulnerable adults. Gardner says they are working with the DA's office to prosecute offenders. In Perry County, Brandon Rains, 12 News.